So you've come to the point where you need to choose an agent, and there are a lot of agents out there and a lot of brokerages. So how do you determine what's the right agent for you? Who's going to understand what your needs are? Who's going to understand what you want? Who's going to listen? And who ultimately is out for the best interest of you, the client? My name is Justin White, and I'm one of the licensed agents here at High Tide Real Estate Group, located in the beautiful Comox Valley on Vancouver Island, BC. And when you're starting on a journey for looking for the right agent, you want to think of it as an interview process. Just like if you were hiring for a job or hiring somebody for a position, you wouldn't hire the very first person that comes with a resume. And we advise you do the exact same thing. You want to interview 1 to 2, maybe 3 different agents so that you can find the agent that you feel is going to work with you and that you're going to get along with. So what we've done today is we boiled down what are the 5 questions that you want to ask in the interview process to find your realtor. The very first question you want to ask is, are you a part-time or a full-time realtor? You want to find out, are they going to be there when you need them? When there's an offer that's been submitted and a counter offer, are they going to be having that response time that you need in order to navigate through that negotiation process? Or are they going to say, well, I'm only available till 6 p.m. I remember working with an agent one time where I'd call and I wouldn't get back to me for at least 2 to 3 hours because he was off working another part-time job. So you want to find out if they are full-time or a part-time realtor. Also ask them, what did you do before you were a realtor? Get a little bit of history about them. Why are you a realtor today? And what is it about real estate that really attracted you? And what are the skills that you have from your previous employment that brought you to being a real estate agent? The more history that you can find out about that person, the more of a clearer picture you're going to get of how are they going to represent you as you go along this transaction. The second thing you want to ask, are you a good communicator? And what makes you a great communicator? And what could make you an even better communicator? The key with a good real estate agent is knowing that they can communicate with almost anyone. And then you want to ask, what is their preferred way to communicate? Is it by phone? Is it by text? Or is it by email? By learning what their communication standard is, now you're going to know on how to effectively communicate with them. Also articulate what is the way that you best like to be communicated so that they know that. And having this up front will promote better communication. Third, you want to ask them, why should I hire you? Now, this is really a play on mindset and psychology. And if the agent is stumped in their shoes and they don't know why you should hire them, it's time to run and get another agent. You hope that they're going to talk about, what are they passionate about? Why did they get into this? What are some great attributes they have? And also, how is it going to relate to your real estate dealings with them? What makes them stand out? Because there's a lot of agents out there. So you want to find out, what do they believe that is one of their best qualities or their many best qualities? And how does it relate? Do they love their family, but then do they say, yeah, I'm willing to drop everything I'm doing, including my family, to make the deal? Because you're going to find that there's incongruencies if they're telling you that. The other thing is, if they're going to say, I would miss my mother's funeral in order to make this sale happen. Needy is creepy. So meaning, don't find desperate agents, because a desperate agent won't be there when the negotiations go up against the buyer and the seller. So find an agent who's confident, who comes from a place of certainty, who knows what they're speaking about. And also they start to foresee that when there's bumps in the road, they know how to navigate through them. And a lot of that is going to be through their communication. So question number 4, how are you going to handle negotiations? There's a lot of negotiation when it comes from a contract to purchase a sale, the terms, the subjects, the counter offers. There's going to be a home inspection. So how is that agent going to navigate if something serious comes back from the home inspection? How are they going to navigate through amendments for that contract to purchase and sales? The other question I would ask, what makes you a great negotiator? And don't be afraid to ask them, tell me about a time where you had to negotiate in a deal that almost fell apart, but you made it put together, you made it come through. Because past experiences, although agents were bound by confidentiality, We can't tell you about the person that we were working for, the client's name, or the address of the home, but we can give you examples of how we're going to show up when the negotiations get going tough. And trust me, there's going to be times when the negotiations don't go as planned. And you want to know, how is that agent going to navigate for you as a representation? Number 5, ask them this question. What is your primary focus in life? This kind of ties up to question number 3 about why should I hire you? But you want to start to really recognize, what are they telling you? Is it all about their hopes and their dreams? Is it all about their family? You want to get to know them on a personal level. This is one of your biggest financial purchases you may make in your life. So you want to know, who is it that you're working with? What's important to them? What's their primary focus in life? And when it comes to this time, make your decision from a spot of feeling good. Make the decision knowing that you're moving forward with somebody that you trust, somebody that listens to you, somebody that understands you. And of course, High Tide Real Estate Group, we have agents here that are ready to do all of that for you, because we believe a high tide floats all boats. And we look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to reach us at www.hightiderealestategroup.com.